In the long, quiet history of our search for company in the cosmos, there are few moments as tantalizing or as fleeting as the wow signal. For 72 seconds, it was a thunderous shout in the cosmic silence, a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. The story begins on August 15, 1977, at Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Observatory. The telescope wasn't a sleek, modern dish, but a massive, stationary array that used the Earth's own rotation to scan the heavens for signs of extraterrestrial intelligence. Its data wasn't displayed on a glossy screen, but printed on long sheets of computer paper. A few days later, a volunteer astronomer named Dr. Jerry Ehman was reviewing the printouts. The paper was filled with the usual noise of the universe, a random peppering of low numbers representing background radiation. But then, Ehman saw it. A sequence of letters and numbers that shot off the page. 6EQUJ5. In the observatory's code, these weren't random characters. They represented signal strength. A 6 was 6 times stronger than the background noise. An E was 14 times stronger. And U was over 30 times stronger. It was a signal of astonishing power. It flared up, peaked, and then faded away exactly as expected for a source passing through the telescope's narrow beam. It was the perfect profile. Stunned, Ehman grabbed a red pen, circled the sequence, and wrote a single famous word in the margin: wow. So what was it? The signal had all the hallmarks of a potential alien beacon. It was extremely narrowband, meaning it was focused on a very specific frequency, something rarely seen in natural cosmic phenomena, which tend to be messy and broad. And its frequency was 1,420 megahertz, the hydrogen line. This is the frequency at which neutral hydrogen atoms, the most common element in the universe, emit radiation. Scientists had long theorized that an intelligent civilization might use this fundamental frequency as a cosmic hailing channel. The signal came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. But the problem, and the heart of the mystery, is that it was never heard again. Astronomers have revisited that exact patch of sky thousands of times, with more powerful telescopes. They've found nothing. Hypotheses have been proposed over the decades. Could it have been a signal from Earth bouncing off a piece of space debris? Possible, but the signal was in a frequency band protected for astronomical use. Could it have been the hydrogen cloud from a passing comet? A later theory suggested this, but further studies have found it unlikely to produce a signal that's strong and focused. And so the wow signal remains a ghost in the machine. A 72-second cosmic question mark. Was it the fleeting transmission of a distant intelligent race? A bizarre, one in a trillion natural event? Or simply the strangest piece of noise we've ever recorded? We may never know. But it stands as a powerful, humbling reminder that out in the vast, silent dark, there are still wonders waiting to be found. There are moments in history when a challenge is so immense, it redefines what is possible. In the throes of the Cold War, a race to the heavens became the ultimate expression of national will. The goal, set forth by a president and embraced by a nation, was audacious, almost unthinkable: to land a man on the moon and return him safely to the Earth. This was the promise of the Apollo program. It was a monumental effort, a symphony of engineering and human courage. At its heart was the towering Saturn V, the most powerful rocket ever built, a 36-story giant designed to break the bonds of Earth's gravity. The program advanced in a series of daring steps, each mission building on the last, pushing the boundaries further. It was a path paved with both triumph and tragedy, forever marked by the fire of Apollo 1, a stark reminder of the razor-thin margin for error. Then came July 1969. The world held its breath as Apollo 11, with Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins aboard, made its historic journey. 4 days after leaving Earth, a small, spindly craft named the Eagle descended toward the lunar surface. The crackle of Armstrong's voice through the speakers confirmed the dream had become reality. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed."
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Soon after, humanity took its first steps on another world, a giant leap for mankind. But the moon is an unforgiving frontier. Less than a year later, Apollo 13 turned from a mission of exploration into a desperate, brilliant scramble for survival. 200,000 miles from home, an explosion crippled their spacecraft. The calm, chilling words, "Houston, we've had a problem," set in motion one of humanity's finest hours. The lunar landing was abandoned. The new mission was simply to get the 3 astronauts home alive, using their lunar module as a lifeboat. Through sheer ingenuity in space and on the ground, they did it. Apollo 13 became the program's successful failure. The missions continued. Astronauts on Apollos 14 through 17 drove lunar rovers across alien planes, conducted vital experiments, and brought back a treasure trove of scientific data. But in December of 1972, the final footprints were left in the dust. The Apollo program was more than a series of missions. It gave us new technology, a new understanding of our solar system, and a new perspective on our own fragile planet. It stands as an enduring testament that with enough courage, vision, and collective will, even our most celestial dreams can be brought within our grasp.